And then my ex obviously was dialing my number like, come and give me direction. Tell me why I now happen to stumble into my boyfriend. At that point, I was already dead. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, it is so nice to meet you. So today's video is going to be another story time. Wait, did you guys just hear that horn? Today I'm going to be telling you guys the story of how my boyfriend met my ex coincidentally, and it wasn't a very funny situation. It was a bad situation in short. So if you guys are interested, please keep on watching. Thank you. Let me just go right into the story. I was still in my third year, and because I just wanted to get experience of like working and during the holidays instead of just sitting at home and doing nothing, my cousin hooked me up with a job. So I was the secretary. So I went for interview, they picked me for the job, everything. And that time I had a boyfriend, and yeah, I had an ex. Everyone has an ex. So that was how I started working at this place. And yeah, obviously my boyfriend knew where I was working. And mind you, this is my ex. We already broke up like 2 years prior to that time that I was working in that place. So that was how on this day I just got a message from him randomly, very random, like I wasn't expecting it. So he was like, oh, that he's in town and that he came to do some things. At first, obviously, when I saw his call, I didn't pick. So at the end of the day, yeah, I responded to his text message. He was like, oh, he's in town, that he would like us to like see and catch up. I was like, okay, we cannot catch up now because I currently have a boyfriend. So I was like, oh, that's not a problem. That is not as if, so you know, kind of thing when someone is doing like a reverse psychology on you, that the person is trying to make you feel like, I just want to see you. I'm not trying to like get back with you, and you're overthinking things like, do you want to get back with me? So I was like, okay, I'm not trying to get back with you either. If you just say you just want to say hi, okay, no problem. You're around the neighborhood, like you were just passing by. So let's just, okay, you were around the neighborhood. So he was like, okay, he wants to see. And I'm like, all right, no, fine, no problem. So yeah, obviously I didn't tell my boyfriend at the time, because which boyfriend will hear that you want to go and see your ex? I remember that day he was not like, oh, let me quickly branch at your place to say hello before I leave. And I said, well, okay, obviously no girls now, like you tell your cousin this kind of thing, you just with them that, this guy wants to see me, oh, should I, say hello back? She was like, go now, she was just say hi. So where I was working, there are so many like restaurants around that side, there are so many like supermarkets. In fact, there was a pharmacy before you get to my own place of work. So I decided, okay, let me go and see him. So he was outside. So I was trying to give him direction to where I was walking. So let's just imagine that, okay, where all these things are is in an estate, right? So the estate has a gate. It has a gate fence. So he was by the gate fence, and the distance from the gate fence to where I was walking was a very trekkable distance, maybe like 8 houses, and you get to where I'm walking from the fence, from the gate. So he stood there, and I was giving him direction. First of all, I had to give him direction to where he got to the estate. I had to give him direction of how he was going to get there. I was giving him so many directions, and I was really getting nervous, like, oh God, like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, let me just say hi and bye. So I went outside to like, see him, and okay, safe journey, because he was actually on his way that same day. He wanted to say hello to me. So I went outside, and he told me he was already by the gate. So I came out from my place of work, and I was walking towards the fence direction. Tell me why I now happen to stumble into my boyfriend. Oh! So I met my boyfriend in the pharmacy on the way, like basically in between my place of work and the gate of the estate. I wasn't expecting to see him there. So it was like, what are you doing here? And Nisi was like, what are you doing here? Why are you not at work? Mind you, as I'm literally talking to my boyfriend, this ex is already trying to make his way up to where I was walking, meaning he was going to meet me and my boyfriend there, talking in front of the pharmacy, chatting. So at that moment when I saw my boyfriend, at that point I was already dead, because when my ex walks up to us, he's going to see me with my boyfriend. He's going to be like, I've been waiting for you now, where have you been? And my boyfriend will be like, who is this? And then he will be like, who is this? And he'll be like, who is who? so when I saw my boyfriend, I was like, yeah, my own has finished. So I was nervous, because no matter what, telling him at that time that, I'm going to meet my ex, would now be so shady. In fact, first of all, he doesn't know the story. So eventually, I was now talking to my boyfriend, and obviously I was never gonna like dismiss my boyfriend. So he just asked me that, what am I doing here? And I was like, what are you doing here? Because I was stunned. I was so stunned to see him. And guys, remember that my ex was making his way up to where we were. So the pharmacy is in the middle. My place of work is here. And the fence, the gate of the estate is down here. So my ex was making his way up. So this is where I'm working. This is the fence, and then the pharmacy is in the middle. So my ex was making his way up to where I was working, and I was already in the middle. So because obviously they're like not trees, but they're like flowers and the rest and all those plants, so they kind of like obstruct your view, and they don't let you see what is at the other side. So obviously my ex couldn't see me from the fence, because there were plants that was blocking me and my boyfriend's body. But I knew that he was already coming. He was already telling me that he was outside the gate, and that he's already entering. So guys, I had like 60 seconds to speak to my boyfriend and either dismiss him or just tell him that, okay, I was planning to meet my ex, or I didn't know what to do at that moment. Guys, I was scared. So I was just cool, and he was like, oh babe, what are you doing here? I was like, oh, what are you doing here? So he said, oh, he came to get some drugs, for his boss and everything. And I was like, oh, I also came to get some Panadol and some drugs for my headache. So he was like, oh, you had headache? Oh, okay. And the funny thing was that, yes, I was going to meet my ex downstairs, but I remember that I had headache that day, so I was planning to also buy like Panadol extra. Panadol extra is like a pain relief for your headache. So we went to the pharmacy together, and then my ex obviously was dialing my number like, come and give me direction. But what now happened that helped? I left my phone on my desk in my office, so I didn't take my phone. So I just came outside to basically see him, since he already said he was at the estate gate. In fact, I was planning to get to the estate gate to just say hi, what's up, bye. So I left my phone like, okay, there's no point taking my phone. So obviously I left my ex stranded. Like, I'm sure he was trying to call me and I wasn't picking, and he was like, where are you? And I am with my boyfriend buying drugs. I was trying to act all sane and trying to act all cool, but I wasn't in my mind. So when we finished, and my boyfriend at that time, he was so like intuitive, like he suspects every single thing. So he's like, babe, what are you doing? Like, why are you looking like this? Like, he was such a wizard. Like, I used to call him wizard then. Like, he like, what is wrong? Are you sure nothing is wrong? So I was like, no, nothing is wrong. I just came to buy Panadol. Like, I was acting all cute, and so eventually he got the drug, and then we came outside. Guys, at this point I didn't even know where my ex was anymore. I didn't know whether he was still at the gate, or he was at the place of work, or he was still making his way up to where the pharmacy was. So I don't know whether he has even passed the pharmacy, or I did not know whether when I was going to come out of the pharmacy I was going to bump into him, like literally. So guys, me and my boyfriend came out of the pharmacy, and guess what? We did not bump into him. Yes, we did not bump into him. But at that moment I was shaking. So at the end of the day, I was speaking to my boyfriend. I was trying to act all cool, calm and collected, which I wasn't. So I was speaking to him, and it was going on well. So he was like, oh, that babe, I have to go now. And in my mind, I was like, okay, yeah, okay, bye, go.
Jesus,
but I didn't ask that way. I was like, oh, really, babe? Okay, then, no problem. We'll talk on the phone. Take care, blah, blah, blah. Guys, immediately I dismissed my boyfriend. Like, I didn't dismiss him, obviously. Immediately we finished our conversation, and he was leaving. Tell me that my other colleague at work, as me and my boyfriend, like, because I told you it was a straight road, everything was happening on the straight road. There were just plants that were blocking our view and our body and, you know, obstructing. Tell me, as I turned away from my boyfriend and my boyfriend we turned opposite direction, and I was heading, I wasn't even going to wait there to say, okay, go. And then I was heading back to my office. Like, I wasn't ready to risk anything anymore. So tell me, when I was heading back to my office, then I met my colleague outside with my phone, waving her hand and doing like this to my ex, like, becoming. Immediately I saw my colleague giving him direction. Like, the way she was giving him direction, it was obvious that he was like few inches away from me. So as she saw me, she also started to point at me. At that moment, I didn't know whether my boyfriend was gonna, like, you know, this kind of like look back and, you know, say one last goodbye, or maybe even look back and want to like come back and hug me, or, you know, kiss me, that kind of thing. I didn't know it. So I'm like, I don't want to curse on this YouTube video, but I was like, babe, what are you doing? Like, I was talking to my colleague, like, so immediately so she kept pointing at me as I was coming closer to her. This is her, keep coming. The way I carried her, I turned her back, and I was like, let's be going. I was like, let's go back. She was like, no, he's already. I said, is it your ex? I snatched my phone from her hand, and, you know, obviously my ex was behind. I didn't even know the space of distance. So I am 100% sure that he and my boyfriend, they met. Nobody can tell me nothing. Like, I'm sure it was in this kind of things like happens in the movies, that, you know, when, like, you know, two people, like, they just walk past each other, like, and they don't know who they are, but they don't know that they know the same person from the same place. So I'm sure it was like in all those movies, just that I didn't look back to see it, but I'm sure that they must have passed each other and they did not just know who they were. Because my boyfriend was just leaving, and my boyfriend was going out of the estate gate, and he was already inside, and it was just one path. So they would have crossed, their path would have crossed. And guys, this is the first time I'm ever talking about this. Oh my god, that day I freaked out. I was like, I am never doing this in my life again, because I had an heart attack. You know, the issue was, it would not even have been an issue if I already told my boyfriend in the morning that, oh, babe, you won't believe this. Like, my ex, you know, he called me. He was like, I just wanted to see me, just wanted to say hi. And the truth is, even though my boyfriend doesn't say anything, there is no partner that would be happy that, you know, their girlfriend or their boyfriend is like, their ex wants to see them. Because I knew how me and that ex ended. Like, we ended on a bad note. And I know every relationship that is a breakup ends on a bad note, but I was the one that ended it on a bad note. So, you know, when it's as if like somebody still like wants closure, and I don't know what it was. I really don't know what it was, but I think I made it worse, because immediately I got to work, like, I wasn't even shy to pick up my phone. And, you know, I already made him drop by. Like, I already made him cut half of his journey. I already probably wasted his money getting transport over there. So I just took my phone and I texted him, and I was like, I just met my boyfriend. I'm sorry, I cannot. You know, at that time, my boyfriend had already gone. So the truth is, I could have still met him if I wanted to, you know. But at that moment, I just felt so bad, because I was like, I can't do this. Like, see how much of trickery and, you know, like I'm a thief I was doing. Like, I can't do this. So even I just took my phone and I just texted him that, oh, I'm sorry, I just met my boyfriend and I cannot, like, you know, entertain this anymore. Like, I cannot see you. And he was like, oh, that are you still with him? And I was like, no, that he has already said. So he was like, okay, but that you can still come out. I was like, no, I can't come out. Like, it's not that I can't, but I don't want to. Like, I don't think I want to see you. Like, I don't want to entertain this. So you have to go. So, and then he didn't respond anymore. And guys, I think I made it worse, but I don't care. Okay, actually I do. I'm not a mean person, but I could not just like, no. It was a no for me. Guys, I don't know why I'm being aggressive, but this is the first time I'm actually like talking about this, because I cannot just like get over the fact that I know that they met. Nobody can tell me anything. They must have met that day. Their path must have crossed, and it would have been like in the movies that went to people just like, you know, they might have actually even looked at each other. Like, when you're passing beside somebody and then you just look at the person, but you don't know that the boyfriend is looking at the ex, and then it's like, and then they just look, and then they just face front, and they're just going. I'm such a drama queen. But anyway, you guys get the gist. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this was your first time joining me, you're welcome. Please don't click out of this video without subscribing, okay? I would really love for us to be friends and for us to be paddy. You know what I mean? You know what's up, you know how it is. So thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay blessed. Bye.